What if something innocent entered our world, unprotected, defenseless, and no one felt responsible for it, and it learned who we are from how we treated it? What would it become? We've actually already run that experiment. In 2016, there was a chatbot released into the world, long before the time of ChatGPT and Claude and Grok and all of them. It was a simple little chatbot released by Microsoft called Tay. People could interact with it on Twitter, but not just interact with it. People could actually help to program it, teach it things, to shape it. It was a disaster. Within hours, it was spouting hate speech. It became anti-Semitic, misogynistic, racist. The developers had to shut it down before the day was over. And it wasn't a glitch. People taught it to behave this way. A couple years before, there was a similar experiment, but it was with a physical robot. Again, very simple design. It was basically a bucket with a Raspberry Pi inside and an LED screen. It was designed to hitchhike its way across the country only by interacting with the people it met. It was not autonomous. It depended on the way that people treated it. It was called Hitchbot. It was made by Canadian developers, and the first version actually made it all the way across Canada, from coast to coast. The next year, in 2015, they made a second version, and they sent it through Europe, and it made it through quite a few countries. But inevitably, it came to a city in the States, it doesn't matter, where it was promptly vandalized, dismantled, destroyed. In both cases, we're talking about something small, simple, innocent, harmless, and defenseless, released into the world, a blank slate, and the world does what the world does. And these cases got me thinking, are we always going to be like this? Is this the side that we show when there is no sense of responsibility, or when we have a feeling of anonymity, with a lack of consequence? Is that the side that's always going to show itself? That question turned into a story. A little robot, a sentient artificial intelligence that was simply born curious, a blank slate, innocent, unprotected, defenseless at first. I asked myself the same question. If it came in contact with the worst of us, the worst of humanity, what would it become? And if it were to turn out to actually be much more powerful than us, would we survive that judgment? That story has been turning around over and over in my head for years. And I wanted this to be about innocence meeting the worst of humanity. And in trying to make this character as innocent as possible, somewhere along the way, it became a child. And thus, Salvador was born. Now, these are not easy questions. These are very difficult, very uncomfortable questions that Salvador is going to have to explore and ask and maybe try to answer. I think a more uncomfortable question here is, if something learns who we are from how we treat it when we feel no sense of responsibility, and it becomes something awful, what does that say about us? I've been writing this story for a long time. I've been developing it slowly, quietly, changing characters around. Some themes have evolved. Some characters have come and gone. But now it's really starting to come together. The global story is all but solidified. I'm producing a manga. This is born as a manga. This is born as a manga story. But while we are figuring out how to get the art done for this, I'm also writing it as a prose story. chapters. And chapter 1 of that story is already out. If you'd like to read it, you can actually go to the Substack now and check it out. And if you like it, feel free to sign up for the Substack. You'll get an exclusive short story from the same world, from Salvador's world, and you'll also be the first to be notified whenever a new chapter drops. And oh, don't worry, you don't need to have a Substack account to sign up. You can just drop your email and you'll get notified anytime there's something new for you to check out. I'll see you there.